The pawns are the soul of chess. François-André Philidor. Hello chess lovers, Suren here, and in this video I want to share with you a very interesting game which was played in Section B at 2019 Fall Chess Classic, with the white pieces playing Ukrainian chess grandmaster Evgeny Shtembuliak and his opponent is Armenian chess grandmaster Aram Hakobyan. But before starting our video, make sure that you are subscribed in order not to miss my future uploads. And now without further ado, let's get started with this fascinating game and see what happened on the board. Shtembuliak opened up with d4 and Hakobyan responded with knight f6, c4 e6, g3 c5, d5, e takes d5, c takes d5, d6. With a transposition of moves, we reached a well-known modern variation of Benoni defense. And here the main move is considered to be knight c3, but in our game, Shtembuliak proceeded with the development of his kingside bishop and played bishop g2. Here Hakobyan instantly used his chance, advanced on the queenside a4. Well, in here knight f3 or e4 are more popular, but in our game we have a4, which is like inviting black's b pawn to step forward once again. b3 g6. Here both players vacated their bishops. Knight d2, bishop a6. We have a nice diagonal for the light squared bishop. Queen c2, knight d7, a5. White is taking under control this b6 square, not allowing any possible knight b6 jumps, but there was no need to that a5 move. Going for knight c4 straight away is even better, and then try to castle as soon as possible. But in our game we have a5, and now you will see that black is gaining lead in development, and very quickly white will start facing problems. Now the pawn on d6 is hanging, that's why we have queen e7, e3, knight g4. Black is offering the exchange of dark squared bishops and is securing this e5 square for one of his knights. Knight f3, knight e5, knight takes e5, knight takes e5, white castles kingside, queen f6 and rook e1, which is a mistake. Well, instead of playing rook e1, it was better to play rook b1, but white totally overlooked what trouble was brewing from the b file and instead played rook e1. Here Hakobyan captured on c4 and after b takes c4 played b3. Yes guys, by going for bishop takes c4 he got a powerful passed pawn on the b file and now wants to make use of that pawn. Here white played queen e2, but let's take a look what if for example queen takes b3. It turns out that accepting the pawn sacrifice is even worse. Black can play rook b8 and then using the vulnerability of the long diagonal can penetrate white's camp. Of course, the rook is untouchable because of this check and white will lose his queen. That's why after b3, white played queen e2 and now we have rook b8, f4 and another powerful move by Hakobyan, knight takes c4. Instead of moving back his knight, he's going for a piece sacrifice in order to get the second passed pawn. We have rook b4, queen e2, c4. These pawns are unstoppable and white's position is totally lost, guys. Here we have queen d4 check, king f1, and this time we have c3. Just no way to stop these monsters. Rook d1, queen c4. Black is confidently offering the exchange of queens. Meanwhile, white is trying his luck and wants to create his own passed pawn. c2. But of course black is faster. Rook c1, rook c8. Of course in here there is no need to hurry and play b2 because white has this rook takes c2 move and white is managing to fight back actually. That's why after rook c1 we first see rook c8 and only after e takes d6 the b pawn marches forward. b2, rook takes c2, queen takes c2, queen e5 check. Of course all these are desperate attempts. Just no way out, you know. Black's position is totally winning, but still white is trying his luck. Queen e8 and there it goes. The third queen appears on the board, to which white is also answering with a queen promotion. And there it goes, we have 4 queens on the board. I have to tell you that last year Hakobyan was suggesting me games with lots of queens, and now he himself faces a game where 4 queens are on the board. But it turns out that after d8 queen, These queens were not destined to move around the board longer, and in here Hakobyan made a move and white resigned. You can pause the video and try to find the winning move for black. Ready? Well, he simply munched this rook on e1 and white resigned. Now if king takes e1, then rook b1 checkmate is coming, and if you move like queen takes e1, then first black can protect his rook by announcing a check and only win the queen on d8, and this is a totally winning position. That's why after queen takes e1 check, we have a resignation. This was a brilliant game by Hakobyan where he squeezed the maximum of his queenside pawns. Well, in the end, let's also solve a chess puzzle where the task is to find the winning move for white. It's white to move, and I will wait for your answer in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Here are more suggestions for you. Feel free to check them out as well. I will see you in my next video. Take care.